And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. On the mound for this one, Steven Matz. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Ready to go now? Now it's the DH, Miguel Rojas. That missed by a lot. And we're underway.
First pitch, 116.
And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the pitch. And there's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
There's a high chopper. Contreras takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy? Finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. To third, Arenado. And Betts is gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Change up on the corner, and that's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. To the right side. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
And he takes a strike.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
On the ground, right side. Boots it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
That's to third. Whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, second baseman, Brendan.
2 down, bases empty. Brendan Donovan digs in now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Siggy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Hit weakly on the ground. He'll do it himself. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Matz back to work. And that's downstairs and outside. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. There's a strike. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now it's Max Muncy. Swinging a foul straight back. Hernandez on at first, nobody out. Just missed. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
1-0.
Man at first, one away. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
3-0.
In the dirt. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. No score here in the second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And here is Michael Conforto. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Just missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
It's great watching Yamamoto pitch in Major League Baseball, but he played against MLB talent before he signed with the Dodgers. He was a standout at the Tokyo Olympics and in the 2023 World Baseball Classic and helped Japan win gold medals in both.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Stays alive. Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So runner at second, 2 down. And up next for St. Louis, Ryan Vilade, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Arenado on at second with 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Misses outside. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off that pitch.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. No score. On to the 3rd inning, and here is Tommy Edman. Edman goes 5 feet 9 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2016. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1. Nope, outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. And next for L.A., Dalton Rushing. First pitch misses. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Check swing, called strike. And that one is inside. Top of the third, no score. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Valade on the move towards foul ground. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mookie digs in here. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. He beats it. Safe. And it's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, Pedro Pajes. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
On the ground, right side. And foul ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Victor Scott getting ready to hit. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid.
calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, no outs. Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the swung on, belted. And it one-hops the wall. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 2-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now here is Mason Wynn. And a curveball is just outside. Runner at second, nobody out. That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And now, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
0-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Good eye right there. First and second here, no outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the dirt, but kept close.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So bases all loaded up. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Golden opportunity right here. He was late there, strike one.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something. But you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That one just misses. Now 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One, 2 to Contreras. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Bases juiced, no outs. Got him swinging on the curveball. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Herrera in the box lays off for ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Grounded to third. Could be two. Over to Edman. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this two-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. On to the fourth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. That misses, and that's ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
On the corner for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now 2-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate, but with two strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Max Muncy at the dish. And that one missing low. One down, base is empty. That clips the corner. Next offering is fouled back. Misses off the plate, and it's 2-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with two strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one fouled off. Line drive. And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Michael Conforto will climb in. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And a base hit up the middle. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
0-1.
In the dirt. Nice
0-1,
job
no
behind the plate there. The 1-0. Swing and a bouncer. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Steven Matz out of the game. Nice job from the reliever making a start today, but he does exit with the bases loaded. New arm on the mound in a minute. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Andre Palante.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Dalton Rushing now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
Oh, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Now a pop-up on the infield. Contreras under it, and he's got it. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Cardinals 2. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
The 1-1.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's Ryan Valade.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that is out of play. And the 0-1. That's in there.
0-2 is the count.
fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ground ball to the right side. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Man at first with one gone. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. The walk and a run scored his first time. Runner takes off. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Singled and scored his first time. Just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cardinals 2. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Mookie Betts. Palante back to work. That clips a corner. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. John King, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Number 35, also getting ready.
Ball 1.
Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
On the ground right side, but that rolls foul. Next offering way off the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Turns and fires to Betts. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 2 in this one. Right side, Contreras. Fires to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that ball is out of here. His 11th of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed. On the ground to third, Arenado. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's now 4-2. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Cards looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Outside with a breaking ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Lifted in the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the top of the 6th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Pages goes 6'1", 24 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Fouled off left side. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The batter will be Michael Conforto. 1 for 2. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And it's fouled away. And that is downstairs. 1-2 to count. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Inside, and the count is 2-2. One down, base is empty. On the ground. Contreras steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
2 outs, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. That's in there. Strike 1. Out to short, win. In plenty of time to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. 3 up, 3 down for them there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cardinals 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Foul ball there. That one catches the zone, and the count is 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Ohtani getting cranked up as well. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. That one ripped. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike. Two outs. That's outside. And 1-1.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
And they'll do it again. The Red Redbirds trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a breaking ball misses outside. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail it here 4-2. New pitcher on here, number 35.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First offering, and it just misses. And that one cutting but missing down low. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away. And now the DH, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 3. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Runner on the go. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Slider misses outside. Movement in the bullpen. John King getting ready to go. Maton, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Rojas off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. On the ground to third. They take the force out. That ends the frame. 2 left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cardinals 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Banda.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the right fielder, Ryan Vilade. Check swing, but he went too far, and that is strike 1. In the air, left side. Conforto sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Pedro Pajes. A strikeout and a walk. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The Dodgers up by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
One down, base is empty. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's a fair ball.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Next pitch is outside. And that one almost got him.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Tying run at the plate. And there's the automatic.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Lars Nootbaar will hit next.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The tying run at the plate. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And that's down and away. And it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. On a line out towards center. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. The Cards leave one, still down by a count of 4-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. JoJo Romero.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Muncy digs in. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, and one away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Paz, the next to hit, takes ball one. Outside low, and a count now 2-0. And another ball. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
3-2.
Fly ball down the line. Valade on the move towards the line. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. Out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Conforto stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Here's the 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shohei Ohtani.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball. And a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Grounds one to short. Betts over to Edman. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Contreras now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch misses. The Dodgers leading by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trevino warming up as well. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Maton.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
No strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Dalton rushing. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Diving, makes the grab.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Next to hit, Miguel Rojas. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1-0.
Edman at first, 1 gone. Two balls, no strikes to count. Maton checks the runner.
No, he's safe.
That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 3-0. And a strike. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. Full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Here's Mookie Betts now. Singh, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Tap foul at the plate. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
And Mookie takes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Just missing there. And it's a full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
That's hard hit on the line. Scott makes the grab, and that is that. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So now here's the DH, Ivan Herrera. That one is absolutely belted. Forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Looking to get the tying run on base towards first. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. Now up for St. Louis, Ryan Valade. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And it falls. And the tying run is on base.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big-time swing when this team really needed it. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
This one in the air. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And another ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Lars Nootbaar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Swing and a miss, 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This could end it. Stays alive. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.